We're back. We got bullish options activity in an energy company, according to Pete Najarian. He's at the Telestrator with Jim Cramer with a look at rig.
Yep. That one's something, isn't it, Scott? I mean, RIG, we talk about this all the time, and I went back a couple of years just to see how bad this stock has performed, and it's worse than you think. We're talking 40s and 50s not too many years ago. Here you are seeing it in the single digits. Here you are now at this very, very bottom level that it's been to. Doesn't mean it can't go lower, but I like the risk reward of what we're seeing here right now, Scott, because what we're seeing now is they're buying these July 6 calls. Now, I wanted this specifically for today because when I was down in Miami on Friday, this trade
that's obvious.
This trade really stuck out to me. They bought more than 20,000 of these calls on Friday, and now they're adding another 6,000 of these calls today. Stock's virtually about where it was. But, Jimmy, what do you think of this stock right now?
Because when I was in Palm Beach on Saturday.
There it is right there.
I didn't Schlumberger's so horrible, but there could be some combination. But what's the breakup value of the seat at this point? I have to tell you, this is bottom fishing that I can actually get into.
Right.
It's a nice call on a call.
Yep. Risk reward, we love that one. I got one more before
you go.
Yeah.
Before you do the next one, I just want to stay in the space and get to Steph on Concho, just because it fits in the space. You sold Concho.
I did sell Concho.
Wow.
It's kind of a portfolio manager's decision, right? Like it's like risk reward. It trades at 23 times forward. It has great assets, but it has a lot of juice, a lot of beta. So if you really believe that energy prices are going higher, this absolutely will outperform. What I did instead is I actually put some of it into EOG, which does also have some beta, but trades at 14 times. And I put it into Chevron as well, which has a nice dividend yield. So a little bit of a barbell within energy because energy has been just so difficult.
Jim, what do you think of those moves?
I think that Concho's total takeover. I think EOG is growth. I really like EOG. I think that Chevron is the one to buy if you want to own it. I don't like fossil fuels. I've had enough. I think the millennial money managers are taking over, and they just don't want it. It reminds me of coal. I really think you have to kind of back away. And it's really incredible because I just at one point or another would have felt with the Permian, how could you lose? And the answer is you could lose in the whole cohort, which, by the way, the more they pump, the more they bring down. I had Scott Sheffield on from Pioneer, another unbelievable company.
PXD.
And he's talking about PXD. He's talking about 17 million. So OPEC can cut back all at once with 17 million in the United States. Wow. We're not, I don't know where to put it.
Right. So
maybe you put it into Pete's next one.
Maybe it is. So, Scott, last week we were talking about Broadcom, right? And Broadcom dragged down the group. And take a look at Micron. This thing has
and everybody hates it again. Hey, where did they love it? Where did they love it?
They love
right
it
here. This was Boca Raton. Okay. And down here,
South Beach.
It's Sobe. I mean, it's incredible. I mean, if you want to be all geographic, I love this call.
Right.
And is this the most hated stock? It sells at 3 times earnings.
Is.
I wonder if Steph's going to wait till it sells at 2 times earnings before she's a buyer.
It is inexpensive. But what they started doing was they bought the very short term, so they're going out to July. So they've got a little bit of time. Call this a month. But look at these calls that they're buying at the 33 strike. They're thinking maybe we've seen the bottom here for at least for now, and we start to lift up to the upside. I love this name. I bought back in because it was.
Well, if you like that, you got to like Lam Research too. Yep. I really have to tell you that every single analyst who comments on this says the same thing. It is awful. It's awful. It's awful. Well, fine. Tell us it's awful when it matters, not when it doesn't matter.
That's Boca.
Yeah, that is Boca. Who's it? Willie Nelson? Who were we talking about at the top of the show? What Willie Nelson thinks and what somebody else, Walker, I don't know. I hear these what are these, like the important guys now? Yes. Willie Nelson.
Willie Nelson.
Right?
It was Mike Wilson.
Oh, Mike Wilson. Yeah, I'm Willie Wilson.
Stanley.
Willie Wilson has the record as Summit High for most touchdowns. He's unbelievable. Wasn't Willie?
That was
Willie Wilson played for the Royals. Hey, Judge, only a commercial break can save him.
No, we can't do that. You guys come on back over here.